Hey there guys, this is Indy. I'm here, welcome you back to another episode of Let's Play Earthbound. I still don't know exactly what we have to do for this video, so my first key instinct is to go into the department store, because I think this actually might be open now. But upon entering the department store, you lose Cassia as a party member. Now, when you go into the department store and you lose Cassia as a member in your party, one of the hardest parts of the game comes up, and all the enemies in there are kick-ass tough. And I'm not even kidding you; they kick your ass to oblivion. They're really powerful. So I don't know if to do some grinding just in case this is the part of the game that is now about to come up. Because I've got a very bad feeling that it is. So I don't know if to do just some minor grinding. I don't even think I've shown you the enemies around Fourside, so I'm going to do some of that, show you some of the enemies that you can fight around here. But these don't give any better experience as what the enemies give out in the desert, but the only difference with this being in Fourside is that you have a hotel as a resort, you know, and you don't have to wander around out in the desert getting sunstroke all the time, so it's a lot better to grind in here than it is outside in the desert. That's the plus side to grinding in Fourside, but the downside to grinding in Fourside is you get crappy experience. That's 791, but at least we gained a level. Shulk's level is now 40. Oh baby, offense went up by 5. Oh baby, gust went up by 3. Vitality went up by 2. Luck went up by 2. Sweet, maximum HP went up by 26. That is freaking crazy. That's awesome. Alright, cool. So, what is it? Tyler needs to level up majorly because he's only level 34, and I want Tyler to be at least level 40 upon entering this place, because I'm telling you, it ain't no cakewalk. It ain't no cakewalk. And if we get Tyler up to level 40, that means Shulk will be like level 48 by that time. And these enemies right here, the extra cranky lady, they give the most experience points in Fourside, as far as I'm aware. You can fight stop signs, I think, as well. They also give pretty good experience, and mad taxis also give fairly good experience as well. I don't know what it is with taxis. You got crazy taxi, you got mad taxi. What are taxis all like? Psychos, psycho taxis. I don't know, man. That's a good game though, Crazy Taxi. That's like one of my childhood games. I used to play the hell, at least I used to play that a lot. That and Need for Speed, they used to be like my favorite racing games, but now it's kind of changed from those kind of games to Gran Turismo. I do like Gran Turismo 3. That's probably the best Gran Turismo game out of the whole series. I'm not really too keen on Gran Turismo 5 or 6, to be honest with you. They're kind of crap. But Gran Turismo 3 and 4 are definitely the best. I've not played the one on the play. I haven't played the ones on the PS1. There's two on the PS1. There's Gran Turismo 1, obviously, and there's Gran Turismo 2 as well. But I've never played them. I've seen gameplay of them. They look kind of okay, I guess. They're not so bad looking, but honestly, if you want a good racing game, I highly recommend you play Gran Turismo 3. That's if you're into those kind of games. I mean, you have to be into them to actually enjoy them. But when I played that in 2013, which was quite a while ago now, I played that almost every day for several hours, and I used to have so much fun playing that. It was good. I managed to get nearly all the cars. I did most of the licenses on there. There's one license you have to do where you have to do a donut around this circle course, and it's raining, but you have to try and drift around it. And that was really hard because when you're drifting in the rain, it deteriorates your movement and makes you mess up pretty easily. So we're not finding any enemies at the moment, are we? I want to try and show you the stop sign if I can find one. Well, I'm not sure if it's a stop sign or a road sign. It's probably a road sign, actually. But if I can't find any enemies sooner, then I'll have to cut some of this out because it's probably going to take me at least about an hour maybe to get the levels that I want, and then when I'm satisfied I'll start recording again. But usually you find the enemies out in the outskirts of Fourside, like in the foresty areas. Yeah, here's a cranky lady all the way down here. It's the same with Tucson, you know, you don't find them wandering around the streets hardly, it's all the way out on the outskirts of the town. You usually find them. Same with Onet as well. But don't worry, just because this is the last town doesn't mean that this is like the end of the game or anything. We've still got a lot to go through, and I mean a lot to go through. We haven't even gotten halfway through the game yet, I don't think. I might try and do Mother 1 again actually at some point in the future, because hang on a second. Yeah, I might try and record Mother 1 again because I wasn't too satisfied with that Let's Play, because like most of the videos of that Let's Play I did with that crappy built-in microphone. Like the first couple of episodes I did it like that, and that kind of made it a bit sloppy. So, oh no, well, that won't be until a very long time, because Mother 1 is one of them games that once you beat it, you have to wait a few years before you start playing it again, because it's one of them really hardcore RPGs that require a lot of patience while grinding. This game kind of took all that patience out. It makes the grinding a lot more sufficient and faster, because you get more experience, whereas in that game you hardly get jack crap of experience. You know, NES RPGs are really hardcore anyway, you know. Like Dragon Warrior, which was essentially Dragon Quest back then. And you get Dragon. I think there's Dragon Warrior on Game Boy Color as well. I think you get Dragon Warrior on there. I don't know when it's changed from Dragon Warrior to Dragon Quest though. I haven't got a clue when that happened. There's also Final Fantasy on the NES as well. I don't know what that's like. I should try Let's Play that sometime actually. Give it a go, see what it's like. Because I haven't done that many RPGs on the NES. Well, in fact, I haven't done that many games on the NES. It's mostly been Mega Man games that I've done on that console. I've got Super Mario Brothers that I could do, the first Super Mario Brothers. Could try and do that. But if I do the Super Mario Brothers, I'll have to try and do Mario Deluxe as well at some point, because I think on Mario Bros. Deluxe they have bonus things on there. I have the cartridge on it. I have a hard copy of the game on cartridge, so I haven't played. I like the last time I played it, I went through the whole game up until World 8 in like several hours. It's not a long game. It really isn't. I could probably do one world in one whole episode. It's that, in like a 10-minute video, it's that quick to do the worlds in that game. It would be a piss easy game to record. Oh, hang on a second. I don't even know what the hell that was that just came up there. Some weird stuff just happened. Alright guys, I'm not gonna make you wait here and go through the tedium that I have to go through, so I'm gonna make a cut and I'll see you guys once I've gotten some levels. So I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, I'm back. Okay, so I'm going to show you the status that they currently stand of all the characters. We have Shulk at level 43, Cassio at level 40, and Tyler to level 37. It took me about roughly about an hour to get all this grinding done, so I wasn't going to sit here for another hour out in the desert, you know, going back and forth, healing so I can get PSI back, because I've, you know, paused the recording, so I obviously need to resume recording at some point, so I didn't want to sit there all day just grinding. But I think we're at a sufficient level to get us through the department store. We got Shulk at level 43, so he'll help out a lot. So that's if the department store is actually the part of the game that we actually need to do next, which I think it is. If it actually lets you in the department store, then yes, it is the next part of the game. So we'll see. Okay, yeah, this is it. All right, so I think to trigger the cutscene, you have to speak to the mouse, but I'm not gonna do that yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a look around the department store and see what items we can get for the characters and stuff. Well, usually it's on the top floor, but in this department store, there's hidden rooms like these rooms here, and in one of these rooms you have this guy. I'm not sure if he gives you a weapon for Tyler. Actually, I'm gonna have a look. Shh! Don't talk too loud. What do you want? I've got what you need. Oh yes, there we go. We got Hyper Beam, so that's gonna replace the Magnum Air Gun, which will boost his attack up by a lot, and that's gonna help us out through the next part of the game. So, I don't know if he has any inventory space, but I'm just gonna double check and see if he does. If he doesn't, I'm gonna have to sell something. Yeah, okay, so we'll just sell some things. Sell. What are you going to pawn off on me? So we're gonna sell him a. We'll just sell him a standard bottle rocket, I guess. $14 really, just for one of those. All right, fair enough. So now we'll buy the hyper beam. We'll also get money off the Magnum air gun as well, because we can sell that when we equip the hyper beam. So the offense changed to 75 to 97, so that's a big increase on that. So will there be anything else? No, there won't. Did I sell the Magnum air gun? Did he even want it? Oh, he didn't even want it. Hang on, let me talk to him, see if I can sell it. Because I don't want that clogging up or just staying there, not being used. Forget it, I don't want to buy that junk. So, okay, well, talk about a horrible rejection, dude. Well, yeah, I think the Magnum air gun is one of them weapons you actually can't throw away. It's one of them items that stays with you to the very end of the game. Which is kind of stupid because it's just an equipable item. It's not a key item or anything. That's kind of dumb. That you actually have to keep hold of that. Are you allowed in this room here? Oh yeah, you are. But I don't think there actually is anything in here, no. It's just an empty room full of cargo and other sorts of things. Alright, so tool is usually the place that has the weapons. So what are you going to buy? Chef's fry pan, silver bracelet, gold bracelet, which will help out with Cassia and Tyler, boost their defense up a little bit. Obviously the chef's fry pan is going to boost up Cassia's offense. Wow! The chef fry pan is 1,198. That is a lot of money. And so is the gold bracelet, $2,799. So we're going to be shelling out a lot of money here. So we might have to make a trip down to the ATM machine, I think, because we're only on $2,452 at the moment, I think. Also, you can buy a super plush bear from this place, which also helps boost your well, it's like a shield. It's a better version of the original teddy bear. I think you buy it from Toys. Let's have a look and see. Hello there, how may I help you? Can I get you anything? Coin of defense, that'll also help. A defense ribbon. No, that's not going to help. The coin of defense is going to boost Shulk's defense and Tyler's defense. And Trick Yo-Yo's pointless, no point in even buying that. So does she already have a coin? Oh yeah, she already has a coin of defense. Okay, so what's in sports? Probably the baseball bat that I can get for Shulk. Mr. Baseball Bat? No, we've got the strongest bat at the moment for Shulk. Okay, fair enough. There's no other bats that we can buy from here. I can't believe they sell a Sandlot bat here. That's crazy. Alright, so we're going to withdraw at least about 9,000 should be enough. So hopefully we can buy all our stuff with this. Because there's a lot we need to buy, you know. I'm also going to sell a few things. Hello there, how may I help you? No, I need to sell. So we're going to sell the Coin of Slumber here. 5 for 750. Considering the value of how much the Coin of Slumber costs, you only get 750 if you sell it. That's a bit of a rip. So yeah, Coin of Slumber, Coin of Defense. So that should definitely boost his defense. Oh, 104, nice. Okay, so now we need to sell whatever Tyler's got on, which is also a Coin of Slumber. This is going to help out in the long run because in the next part of the game we're mainly going to be focusing on trying to get Tyler and Shulk up as best as they can with their stats. So you need to make sure you do this before you go to the next part of the game. So 40 to 80, that's also good. So what's Tyler's stats looking like now? He's got 97 attack, 80 defense. That is really good for him. Considering he's only level 37, that's definitely boosting it up quite a bit. Shop tool. Right, so let's have a look at the tools. Gonna buy the chef fry pan and the gold bracelet. Alright, I think we need to sell some stuff for her as well. So sell the deluxe fry pan in exchange for the chef's fry pan. Oh, wow, 51 to 91. I wasn't expecting that, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, there is. I need to sell the silver bracelet. Well, it's the silver bracelet in it that I need to sell, not the platinum band, because that's better than the gold bracelet. Should definitely help with the defense. To 85 here. Sell Tyler's silver bracelet. And give him the gold bracelet. And then we're all done. We're all in tip-top shape. Right, so now, with all that said and done, actually, no, I'm going to go in the shop and see if they do sell the teddy bear here. Okay, no, they don't. I thought they did sell a teddy bear in this place. Maybe it's down here somewhere, actually. I don't know. Let's have a look. Food and burger. Now, they're not going to sell a teddy bear and food or burger, are they? So, now the next part is to speak to this mouse, which is going to trigger a cutscene. Somehow, I feel like the lights will get turned off in the department store. I guess it's just a mouse's sixth sense. Well, it turns out the sixth sense is real, because the lights are going to go out, and a weird-looking alien came and took Cassia. Oh no! And now everything's just gone suddenly ominous. Your attention, please. With the customer from Onet, Mr. Shulk, please proceed to the office on the 4th floor. That was customer Shulk. 4th floor office. Gwarg! That's kind of weird that he knew where I lived. And it's kind of weird that everyone's just now suddenly disappeared as soon as the lights turned off, because there was people behind the counter, and now they're not there all of a sudden, and now we got presents wanting to attack us. But these enemies are really powerful. These things are not pushovers. Okay, we're getting into the really hard part of the game now. But luckily, hopefully, the stats that, the items that we gave to our characters will help out in the long run to get us through this place. But I'm not sure if you can actually leave the department store. You might be able to leave and get healed up, and then you can come back in here, but the lights will still be turned off. I think you can. I'm not entirely sure though, because there must be a way you can recover your PP somehow. I mean, they don't expect you to go through this whole place with the PP that you had upon entering. Yeah, you can leave. You just have to go back in there, but What is my PP like anyway? 116 to out of 97. So you don't really want to be using so much PP in there because you're just going to be draining it, and you need to make sure that you have PP for when you get to the boss. Because I'm telling you, the boss is no pushover either, because it uses PSI as well, and it uses nasty PSI like shields and such. Hello, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. It may be none of my business, but don't you think it would be a good idea if you took a break? No, I don't think it would, even though I clicked yes, and I didn't mean to click yes, I meant to click no. God damn it, Dad, go away, I don't want to talk to you. Get off the phone. Go do your work or whatever you work in. Being a drug dealer, doing crack, smoking weed. I don't care, just do whatever you gotta do, man. Alright, so with all that said and done, got ourselves a magic butterfly which recovers our PP. We can now progress through the department store. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get done in this video, but there isn't much to do in here really, just to try and get through this place as quickly as you can, basically. I'm hoping, oh yeah, I was hoping that Shulk had the Franklin badge, because if he didn't, we'd be in a very sticky situation. I also have PSI caramels, which are also handy. I think Shulk has most of them. No, Tyler has most of them in his inventory. Let me have a check. Yeah, he's got 2 PSI caramels, so that's going to help out in the long run. Got 2 big bottle rockets, I think. So that's also going to help out in the boss fight. So this shouldn't be too bad, really. It's just getting to the boss is what's going to be a bit of a sticky situation. Trying not to use as much PSI along the way is going to be the ultimate challenge. But aside from that, it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, we're getting attacked by discs because they have been possessed by an evil spirit. Well, we all know this is the doing of Gygus, so... Oh, don't heal yourself, man. Right, okay. Right, I think I'll get rid of these 2 presents and then I'll have to end off the video. There isn't much left to go through, we just gotta go through the next 2 escalators and then we made it to the top of the department store, which is where the boss is. So it's kind of like, it's weird that the Fourside department store is kind of like turned into a dungeon now, you know. Yeah, the Franklin badge is really handy in this area, so make sure that one of your characters has the Franklin badge equipped, otherwise you're going to struggle in here. As well. I think the boss actually uses lightning attacks as well, so you got to make sure you have that equipped for the boss. And there's decent experience in here actually, you know, not so bad. What healing items do we have? Do we even have any? Oh yeah, we do. We have a picnic lunch, and it's the only picnic lunch we have. And that's going to go to Tyler because he's got the lowest HP at the moment. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end off the episode here and continue on in the next episode. So in the next episode of Let's Play Earthbound, we shall progress on in the Fourside Spooky Department Store. So until then, this is NDM saying thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video, and goodbye.